In this video I'm going to be talking you through some footage that we recorded earlier on this year from a big ash tree removal where there were some limbs growing out over the road, and these limbs lended themselves perfectly to be balance rigged on the rigging system that we had set up. And I was guiding the apprentice through it, and unfortunately I was the one that actually made a bit of a mistake, and we made some adjustments, put it right for the second one, and the second one worked really well. So I thought this would be a good video to share that shows the mistake that we made in the first place and how we corrected it and what we would do if we were to do it again. Right, let's get into the video. So we've got Matt up in the basket here and I'm running the ropes on the ground, and he's just about to put his final cut in now for the first piece. It's all tied up, ready to go. You can see it all looks nice and even and tied on correctly. Got the GRCS at the base with the bollard on, not the winch. And as you can see, I just didn't have anywhere near enough tension on that as I should have. It's completely my fault. I was, concentrating on telling Matt what to do and not actually thinking what I should be doing. So as you can see here, I'm swapping the bollard over to the winch, and we'll hoist that lump back out of the top of the hedge. Luckily it didn't cause any damage, it just flattened the hedge a little bit. Nothing too bad. So we're just hoisting it out, and what I should have done before Matt put the final cut in is I should have put quite a bit of tension on that piece into the rigging system before he cut. And the reason that is because I want to take as much of the weight of that piece before it's actually being suspended in the system. Obviously what you don't want to do is overload it so it kind of pops up, which you can easily do sometimes with a GRCS, but that was a heavy piece and there was quite a lot of rope in the system, so there's going to be a lot of stretch on that. So we've got that one off, and it wasn't as successful as we'd hoped, but you can see there that it is actually balanced, and the knots are all tied correctly and holding up. So moving on to the next piece now, I'll talk you through what knots Matt's putting in. If the limb was still intact and there was still foliage on the end of it, then the knot furthest away from the stem would probably usually be a clove hitch, but in this case we're using a lark's foot or a girth hitch, because obviously we can just loop it over the end of that piece. We go down towards the stem, put a half hitch in, follow that up, and what you need to obviously be conscious of how you balance it. You want them to be evenly balanced. You need to think of where your cut's going, and what he's just put in there is a sheet bend. It's like a bit of a adaptation of the bowline, and it allows you to tie, in some cases, one rope to another, but in this case it's the same rope just into a different section. There's no extra ropes, dead eyes or friction devices, anything else required for this. It's literally as simple as one piece of rope tied onto itself. So he's cut that one off and it's come off much nicer than the previous one. I say we didn't need to actually balance those pieces. We were just kind of it was more of a training exercise, so the next time he knows he's in that situation and he knows how to do it, and hopefully this was a good learning curve for him and everybody else on the job as well. So if you have any questions about what we were doing here, why we did it like this, what knots we were using, how you tie them, anything like that, then just let me know in the comments. I'll be happy to answer. Cheers.